Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Doodle God. In the last episode, we were at 51 out of 249 elements. I think I made a few more elements after I ended the recording, but now we're at 51 of the 249 elements, and we have 13 out of 26 groups. So let's see what we can make today. I was doing some research about sulfur. Sulfur was one of the elements that stuck out to me, and sulfur was not in the earth category. Sulfur was in the fire category. This is sulfur. And so, for some reason, I was thinking, I don't know what sulfur is used for. And so, I was doing some research about what sulfur is used for in real life, and it turns out that sulfur is actually used to create a lot of things. Sulfur is used to create detergents. Sulfur is used to create fertilizers, and so I was thinking that I should combine sulfur with things and see what sticks. So I'm just trying to combine sulfur with all of the different things to see if it combines with anything. And I think that it will eventually. Maybe sulfur and tools, or sulfur and a weapon. No. I kind of think that sulfur and other things in the fire category will combine, but it doesn't seem like it. Okay. I'm going to keep combining things with sulfur just to see if anything sticks. Because sulfur, according to my research, is one of the most common elements in the world. It's the 5th most common element on Earth. And my experience with sulfur is actually when I used to go to hot springs. I would go to hot springs, which is, they're a type of water. It's a body of water. And I would go to these hot springs and they would smell like sulfur. Sulfur has a very distinct smell. Sulfur smells like when you boil hard-boiled eggs. And so, yeah, I remember smelling sulfur a lot when I would go to the hot springs. But so far, it doesn't seem like sulfur is combining with anything else. It doesn't seem like sulfur is making anything new. So I'm kind of curious about this group or this category. So far in this category, I have a field, fabric, and clothing. And I'm kind of interested to see what combining these 3 objects with other objects will do. So let's start with the field. I think fields need water, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So, what else can we combine a field with? Maybe a field and air, a field and dust, a field and steam, a field and a storm, or a field and ash? No. Okay. What about a field and a domestic animal? No. A field and a dinosaur? I feel like if I combined a field with a domestic animal, it should do something, but apparently not. So what about a field and a human? Or a field and a corpse? Field and a wizard? A field and an alcoholic? I remember in the last episode, I accidentally created this alcoholic. An alcoholic is a person that drinks too much alcohol. They're addicted to alcohol. What about a field and a hunter? No. Okay. What can we do with a field? Maybe a field needs to combine with the air category. So a field and air, field and dust. Wait, I already did this. That's one of the hardest parts about this game, is knowing what you already did. Okay. Let's see. Can we combine energy with something? Maybe energy and wool, energy and meat, energy and milk, energy and wheat? No. Maybe an energy and the animal? No. Energy and dinosaur? No. I feel like energy should combine with some of these things. Apparently not. Did we already try to combine energy with other things in this category? Energy and blood, energy and life, energy and an egg, energy and electricity, energy and seeds. Oh, cool. So when you combine energy with seeds, you get coffee. Okay, so now in the plant category, in the plant group, I have a tree and coffee, but I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more elements in the plant category. So now let's try to combine coffee with different items. I'm not sure what you would combine coffee with besides water, but that didn't work. So I'm going to keep trying to combine coffee with different elements. So to me, if I combine coffee with enough elements, eventually it will create something new. But I'm not sure. Maybe coffee doesn't combine with anything. What happens if we combine coffee with things in this category? So far, nothing. Okay, what if we combine coffee with things in the animal category? Nope, it doesn't seem like that works either. What about coffee with things in the fire category? Nope, coffee doesn't combine with anything in the fire category right now. And it also doesn't combine with anything in the category with the ghost. Am I missing something? Oh, this category. Coffee with things in the bacteria category. What about coffee with other things in the food and drink category? No. Okay. I guess coffee doesn't combine with anything that I'm seeing so far. Maybe it combines with something in this category? No. Okay. I've only managed to make 2 more elements so far. I have 53 out of 249 elements, and I have 13 out of 26 groups. I've made half the groups. I've made 13 out of 26 groups. That's half. I'm not even close to making half of the elements yet. Okay. I feel like I need a better system. I feel like I need a better system to find new elements. So I think what I will do next is combine wool with things. Wool is the material that you get from a sheep. And so I think I will try to combine wool with different elements. I already made clothing. I made clothing from wool in the last episode. So I'm curious what else I can combine with wool. Maybe I can't combine anything with wool. Like I said before, this game is a little bit difficult because it's hard to remember what things you've already combined. And so I'm just trying my best. I'm just trying my best. Let's see. Wool and earth, wool and stone, wool and metal, wool and sand, wool and glass. It doesn't seem like wool is combining with anything. Wool and a tree, wool and coffee? No. Okay. What about wool and things in the human category? No. Okay. Now that we're in the human category, I feel like we need to do something with this wizard. Wizards are powerful. So I feel like if I combine the wizard with something, it will make a difference. The wizard with the air. The wizard with things in the air category. No. We're only missing 1 item in the air category, and then it will be complete. We need 1 more item, and the whole air category will be complete. But we need 4 more items in the human category to complete it. Okay, let's keep adding the wizard to things. Wizards are really powerful. Wizards can do spells. So to me, I think that adding a wizard to different elements should do something. because wizards have powers and wizards are magical. But so far, it doesn't seem like adding a wizard to other items is doing anything. If I was a wizard, I would want a really cool robe. This blue piece of clothing that the wizard's wearing is called a robe, and I think it's cool. I would want to wear a wizard robe and also a hat. Wizards tend to have pretty cool hats. Maybe if I add wizards to these animals, it will do something. But it doesn't seem like it. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm not really making a lot of progress, but I'm trying. Really, all you can do is to keep going. Okay. So when I added a wizard to, let's see, okay. So when I added a wizard to energy, I got a demigod. A demigod is half god and half human. So the wizard plus energy equals a demigod. Okay, so my theory about adding a wizard to things was right. My theory proved to be true. When you add a wizard to energy, you get a demigod. This game is funny because it includes very random objects. Okay, what about a wizard and things in the plant category? No. Okay. Maybe a wizard and tools. A wizard and tools. No. Okay. So let's go to the plant category. This is the plant category, and I only have 2 items in the plant category so far. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. I'm missing 7 items in the plant category. So let's try combining the tree and coffee with different things. I already tried adding the coffee to other items, but I don't think I tried adding the tree. So a tree, what would a tree combine with? To me, the tree would really only combine with fire, and maybe when you combine a tree with fire, then it will create smoke or ash, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to continue adding the tree to different items. So let's add the tree to fire. Okay, it created coal and 2 ashes, but I already have coal and ash. Okay, so let's add the tree to things in the human category. There's so many different types of humans. We're still missing 3. We're still missing 3 things in the human category. What if I add the tree to animals? No. The tree does not want to combine with any animals. Now I'm adding the tree to things in the life category. A treant. I have never heard of a treant. It looks like it's a type of monster that's made from a tree. Interesting. Okay. Let's continue adding the tree to more things. Okay. So we're done with this category. Let's keep combining the tree with different elements. Okay, a tree and tools. Okay. That seems obvious now, to combine a tree with tools. So when I combined the tree with tools, I got wood. I created wood. I think we can do a lot with wood. So let's first combine wood with tools. I think that would be a good idea. So wood with tools equals a wheel. Okay, so when I combined wood with tools, I got a wheel. I created a wheel. But let's keep combining wood with different items. Okay, when I created the wheel, I also created a new category. This category seems to be about transportation. Transportation means ways to travel. So you can travel in a car, you can travel in a bus, you can travel in a plane, and so this wheel is part of the transportation category. So I have 57 out of 249 elements, and I have 14 out of the 26 groups. Okay, so let's see what else I can do with wood. So now I have wood. Let's try to combine wood with everything. Because if we combine wood with all of the other things, I feel like we definitely can make something. We definitely can make another element. Wood and a wheel. Okay, when I combined wood and a wheel, it created a cart. So now I think we can put things inside the cart and we can move them. But let's keep combining wood with other elements. Okay, so now I have wood, and when I combine wood with a cart, nothing happens. But when I combine wood with things in the human category, does anything happen? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, what about when I combine wood with things in the earth category, like wood and sand, and wood and glass? No. Okay. What about when I combine wood with things in the fire category? Wood and fire equals coal and ash. Okay, I already have those items. So now I'm going to combine wood and lava, wood and plasma, wood and sulfur, and wood and coal. None of those. What about wood? Let's see. What category was I trying to combine it with? Wood and earth? No. Wood and metal. I wanted to combine it with metal. So, wood and metal. I think I already did this, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, so now I have this cart. Let's see what I can do with the cart. I feel like maybe I can move coal with the cart. So here's the cart, and here's coal. No, it doesn't seem like the cart is combining with coal. Okay. What about a wheel and water? Water and a wheel. No. Okay. I want to see all of the things that can combine with a wheel and with a cart. So I am going to keep this transportation category open, and I'm going to go through every single possible combination. So let's start with the wheel and the cart and combine them with all of the things in the air category. No. So now let's do the wheel and everything in the tools category. Okay, nothing. So now the cart and everything in the tools category. No. Okay, what about the wheel and everything in this category? I don't know what to call this category. Okay. I already created a cart earlier, so it's a good combination, but I already created it. Okay. So what about a cart and things in this category? No. Okay. Let's open up the earth category and see if the wheel or the cart combine with anything in the earth category. No. All right, now let's see if the wheel and the cart combine with anything in the bacteria category. And it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Does the wheel or the cart combine with anything in the human category? Let's find out. I want to be able to create a car. Because I have a wheel, I feel like I should be able to create a car. Or at least a bike. All right. What about things in the food and drink category? Does the wheel or the cart combine with anything in the food or drink category? No. Okay. Let's combine the wheel and the cart with things in the animal category. Nope. What about a cart and a domestic animal? There we go. I've now created a chariot. A chariot is a type of vehicle that's pulled by a horse, and you can transport people using a chariot. But I want to make sure that I'm continuing to try and add the cart to different things. Now I'm going to add the wheel, the cart, and the chariot to all of the different categories, while I still have this category, this transportation category, open. So let's try to add the wheel, the cart, and the chariot to these different categories. Let's try to add the wheel to all of these animals. Okay, I already did that. And the cart to all of these animals. Okay, that also creates a chariot. Now let's add the chariot to all of these animals. The chariot and the lizard, and the chariot and the beast. Nothing. Okay, let's keep the transportation category open. And let's see if the wheel, the cart, or the chariot combines with anything in this category. I don't think it will, but you never know. You never know. Okay. I have high hopes for this category. I think that the wheel, the cart, or the chariot will combine with things in this category, but I'm not sure. It's hard to know what will combine and what won't combine. I thought maybe a cart plus energy would equal a car, but it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like anything is combining. Okay. I'm going to add the wheel, the cart, and the chariot to things in the plant category, but that didn't work. So the last category I need to add the wheel, the cart, and the chariot to is the water category. The wheel really does not want to combine with any other object. It seems like the only thing we're going to get the wheel to combine with is to make the cart. So now I've added the wheel and the cart to most of the other categories, to most of the other items, but the chariot is new. I only added the chariot to things later on. So I think I need to add the chariot to items in these first few categories. So let's see if the chariot will combine with anything to create a new element. I know that if I combine it with the right thing, it will make a car. Well, I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like it will. I honestly don't understand how cars work in real life, so I think maybe that would help me to understand how to make a car. I don't think I'm going to make a car by combining anything with the chariot from the human category. Okay. I think that for this episode, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop playing. I know that I only created 8 new elements. I think when I started this episode, I had 51 out of 249 elements, but now I have 59 out of 249 elements. But I created some new groups. I have 14 out of 26 groups. So I hope you join me for the next episode to see what new elements I'll create. And if you have an idea for items that I should combine, let me know in the comments and I'll try to combine them. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck with your English journey, and I'll see you later. Bye.